Every morning at 5 a.m., Maria started her day with silent tears. The wealthy Johnson family never saw her pain, only her service. Mrs. Johnson's voice cut through the silence. "Maria, this silver isn't polished properly. Do it again." Her tone dripping with contempt. Maria's hands trembled as she repolished the already perfect silver. 20 years of service, yet treated like yesterday's hire. The Johnsons laughed over expensive wine, completely oblivious to the woman who made their luxury possible. Invisible, yet essential. While cleaning Mr. Johnson's study, Maria's hand brushed against something hidden. An unmarked envelope tucked beneath the desk. Her heart raced as she opened it. Documents that could ruin the Johnson family's perfect reputation forever. Pause 0.8. The next morning, Maria's hands shook as she approached the mansion. Every step felt like walking into a lion's den. Mr. Johnson stood at the entrance, his expression colder than usual. "Maria, we need to talk in my study immediately." In the study, he accused her directly. "I know you took something that doesn't belong to you, Maria. Return it now." For the first time, Maria didn't look down. "I found evidence of your illegal business dealings, sir. Tax evasion schemes." Mr. Johnson laughed mockingly. "And who would believe a maid over a respected businessman? You have no proof, Maria." Maria reached into her bag. "I made copies and sent them to my lawyer already. The originals are safe elsewhere." Mr. Johnson's confidence vanished. His face turned ashen. You what? How dare you betray our family like this?" "Betrayal," Maria's voice shook with emotion. "After 20 years of your family's racism and humiliation, this is justice." Mr. Johnson suddenly changed tactics. "Take this money, Maria. $50,000. Just forget what you saw and return the documents." Maria pushed the money away. "Your money can't buy my silence or my dignity. I'm worth more than your entire fortune." Mrs. Johnson burst into the study, screaming. "How dare you threaten us? After everything we've done for you, you ungrateful woman." Maria stood her ground against both of them. "Done for me? You've exploited me for 2 decades while treating me like dirt." Mr. Johnson picked up the phone. "Security, come to my study immediately. We have a thief who needs to be dealt with." Maria calmly pulled out her phone. "I've been recording this entire conversation. Your threats are evidence for my lawyer now." 2 security guards arrived at the door. They looked confused, seeing their employer arguing with the longtime family maid. "Arrest her. She stole confidential documents from my desk," Mr. Johnson shouted, pointing at Maria with trembling anger. The head guard, who knew Maria for years, hesitated. "Sir, are you sure? Maria has worked here faithfully for 20 years. Maria showed the guards her phone. "They're trying to silence me because I discovered their tax evasion scheme. I have proof." The guards stepped back, clearly uncomfortable. "This is above our pay grade, sir. We should call the actual police for this." Mr. Johnson began to panic. Sweat beaded on his forehead. Calling the police was the last thing he wanted. Pause 0.6. Suddenly, a well-dressed woman entered the study. "I'm Attorney Williams, representing Maria. I believe we have matters to discuss." The lawyer placed a folder on the desk. "I've already filed these documents with the IRS and district attorney. Your move, Mr. Johnson." Mrs. Johnson collapsed into a chair, all her arrogance gone. "What have we done? Our reputation, our social standing, ruined." Mr. Johnson begged the lawyer. "Please, there must be some arrangement we can make. Don't destroy my family's legacy over this." The lawyer turned to Maria. "This is your decision, Maria. They've wronged you for years. What justice do you seek?" Maria looked at the broken couple before her. She remembered every insult, every humiliation, but also her own values. "I don't want to destroy you," Maria said quietly. "I want you to understand the pain you've caused people like me. Here are my terms: full back pay for 20 years at fair wages, public apology, and generous severance so I can retire." Mr. Johnson signed the agreement with a trembling hand. The amount was substantial, but cheaper than prison and public scandal. Mrs. Johnson tearfully apologized. "Maria, I'm so sorry for how we treated you. We were wrong, so terribly wrong." Maria accepted the apology with grace. "I hope you'll treat your next employee with the respect every human being deserves." As Maria walked out of the mansion for the last time, she held her head high. No longer a victim, but a victor. The security guards nodded respectfully as she passed. They knew justice had been served by the most unexpected person. Weeks later, financial newspapers reported the Johnsons paying massive back taxes and fines. Their reputation never recovered. Maria used her settlement to open a community center for domestic workers, providing legal aid and support for others like her. She became an advocate, teaching other domestic workers their rights and how to stand up against exploitation and discrimination. In media interviews, Maria spoke eloquently about dignity and respect for all workers, regardless of their job or background. The Johnson mansion went up for sale. Their lavish lifestyle ended not with a bang, but with a quiet, deserved downfall. Maria received a Community Leadership Award for her advocacy work, from invisible maid to respected community leader. The Johnsons saw Maria on television, now a celebrated advocate. Their faces showed deep regret for how they treated her. Maria mentored a young domestic worker, teaching her, "Never let anyone make you feel less than. Know your worth always." Her community center flourished, filled with domestic workers learning their rights, supporting each other, finding their voices. Maria donated her old uniform to a museum exhibit about domestic workers' rights, a symbol of oppression transformed into empowerment. As the sun set over the city, Maria reflected on her journey. From humiliation to redemption, silence to powerful voice. She smiled, finally at peace. Justice wasn't about revenge, it was about dignity, respect, and creating change for others. Looking at you directly. No matter your job or background, you deserve respect. Never accept less than your worth. The workers Maria helped embraced her gratefully. "You showed us we matter, that our voices can create real change," they said. Maria's book about her journey became a bestseller, inspiring thousands to stand up against injustice in their workplaces. Maria's story proves that courage can come from the most unexpected places. Dignity isn't given, it's claimed and earned. Remember, your hidden strength can change your life. Subscribe for more stories of courage, justice, and empowerment against all odds.